Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is me, I am back. I recently spent 2 weeks back home in Aotearoa, New Zealand, catching up with my family, catching up with some friends, and it was an epic trip because I haven't actually been home for like 12 years. If you guys wanted to see some of the travel highlights on my vlog on this channel, feel free to check out the video above. And also stay tuned for some more videos from back home coming out soon. In today's episode, we're going to be catching up on some of the biggest sneaker news stories from the past week, so let's just get into it. I think the biggest sneaker release this week was probably these. These are the Nike CPFM Air Flea 2s. These came out on a shock drop for you guys over there in the US. Still no release date for these here in the UK and the EU, but I will keep you guys updated. I personally really like them. Did you guys manage to pick up a pair of these? Feel free to let me know. We also had the Satin Bread Air Jordan 1 highs. You guys might remember this shoe from 2016. They were really hyped, they were really limited, and as a result, they were really expensive. But in 2023, the climate has changed massively. These are actually sat here in the UK on the Sneakers app in a full-size run. These have certifiably bricked. Here in the UK, we also had the vintage Panda Dunks, which are also sitting in a full-size run, and these light smoke gray photon dust Dunks that look a little bit like the London SBs. These are still sitting as well. Did you guys cop anything this week? Let me know. Retailers carrying Nike products have openly aired Nike's quality control issues via their own invoicing. People that bought the maniere Airship collab this week in the black and white colorway received invoices saying that the shoes may contain glue marks on the tongue, the midsole, or the outsole. Some people have come out and commended maniere for just being open and honest about the QC issues that may well come with these shoes. But other people have said this is just not acceptable. The Nike QC issues are long and they're storied and legendary. We've all been complaining about them for years. But given how high prices are these days and given the level of care and attention to detail we expect from collabs, this is just not acceptable. Lil Yachty and Nike might be teaming up to do an Air Force 1 collab. And I know what you're thinking, wow, how original. A celebrity hip-hop star does a Nike Air Force 1. We haven't seen that in, about 10 seconds. This information bled out on a YouTube video featuring Cool Kicks and Lil Yachty, where the boatman seems to intimate that he has a collab with Nike on the way in the form of an Air Force 1. And I guess the question is a Lil Yachty Nike collab what we want? I think he has the credentials in terms of being a sneakerhead, sneaker enthusiast. He definitely has the clout with recent successful albums and tours and stuff like that. But if Lil Yachty can get an Air Force 1 collab, what about other legendary sneakerheads like Wale or maybe a Greg Street or even like a Perfect Pair or something? What do you guys think about this? Did you guys see the Versace foamposite cowboy boots this week? These things are crazy. They combine the aesthetic of like a gumboot and a Chelsea boot with a Nike foamposite. And I've got to admit, some of the comments on these were pretty funny. I don't know, man, like I don't have any boots, but if you were gonna get a pair of boots and you were even halfway into the reference to the foamposite, would these not be a good option? Let me know. Devin Booker rocked up to practice debuting the Nike Book 1 in the cool gray colorway, and these, I gotta say, man, these are tough. I like the D Book 1. It takes some inspiration from the Air Force 1, Blazer, the Jordan 1, and it also brings some lifestyle elements and blends them together with performance, making this shoe not only awesome for the court, but also a pretty cool crossover kick for the streets. I personally think this is one of the best Nike signature basketball shoes out there that could successfully work well casually. What do you guys think of the D Book 1? Let me know. Joel Embiid is right about to sign a deal with Skechers, and he is expected to lead a class of athletes over to the brands who are looking to set up a basketball division to compete with the big boys. And I think this is a cool move. It definitely shows Skechers are developing and they're looking to encroach into other markets and are looking to appeal to a broader market beyond Britney Spears stans and Zumba enthusiasts. I'm still not going to buy them because I don't like Skechers or Joel Embiid, but I think it's good for the brand. What do you guys think? Right, so let's talk about some new sneaker updates. I want to start off with these. These are the Air Jordan 4 oxidized green. These are supposed to be releasing May 25th next year. They feature this predominantly white upper with the little touches of oxidized green, and they also have the suede wrapping around the front of the mudguard. It's a very basic shoe. It's a very clean colorway, a fitting consolation type sneaker to the pine green SB4, but there's just nothing really special about them. There's nothing particularly exciting about them, and I wouldn't be surprised, given how expensive Air Jordan 4s are these days, if these actually sat. Next up, we have the return of the Nike Kobe 4 gold medal. These are scheduled for a fall release next year with a retail price of around 190 bucks. And as you can see, the sneaker is true to its original form with the scheme of the whites, the dark obsidian, varsity red, metallic gold, staying true to its 2009 roots. Also features Bryant's Olympic number 10 on the heels, as well as his unmissable signature. Very cool shoe, very cool colorway, and with the Summer Olympics around the corner next year in Paris, these I imagine will be quite popular. MSCHF are back again with the big black boots. If you're not sick of the big boots yet, these big bloody black ones will probably put you right on track. You might remember earlier in the year, rumors about this shoe were being passed around the internet, with a lot of people saying that the rumors were all cap and that the big black pictures we were seeing were just customs of the Reds. But no, these are a thing. These are actually coming out. In fact, they're coming out this week, October the 26th, through MSCHF.com, 350 bucks. In true MSCHF style, they've used some powerful imagery in the form of Vin Diesel's Hispanic cousin to show them off. Now, the interesting thing, or one of the only interesting things about these, is that they actually come with a patent pending card suggesting that MSCHF are potentially looking to protect their IP with this shoe and maybe defend against the numerous numbers of counterfeits and fakers that we've seen out there. I think these are pretty crap. I feel like the hype and the furore has already been and gone with the big red boots. This meme type footwear has definitely carved out a space for itself though in the sneaker game, and so whilst I don't expect these to go on to resell for crazy money or have anywhere near the same sort of hype as the first release, I do still nonetheless think that they will be reasonably popular. What do you guys think? More Nike Air Force 1 mids. This time in a Varsity Maze colorway releasing on November the 25th. These are one of the nicer colorways of the shoe in my opinion, but to be honest, I'm just not a fan of the shoe. And it should be pretty obvious why at this point. The spikes just don't really do it for me. It just looks weird, it looks off. Same thing with the midsole window air unit thing, that just looks a bit off to me. The extra laces, the strap, they're just doing too much in my opinion. Although I do actually like this colorway. I think it is a nice colorway. I'll be passing on these, but what do you guys think? More Kobe's announced for 2024. This time we've got another pair of Kobe 8s in the Radiant Emerald colorway. These are set to come out on February the 8th, around 190 bucks. And as you can see, they feature this Radiant Emerald color coming through in the laces, semi-translucent outsole, as well as the details on the upper that feature Kobe's number 8 and number 24. I think the colorway is quite nice. I'm a big fan of green, so emerald green was always going to be a hit for me, but I just think the numbers are doing too much. Shoe looks a little bit too busy. It's a little bit on the nose, like putting the bro's numbers all over the shoe. But if you are a hooper and you do enjoy a Kobe 8, these will obviously be a no-brainer. I'll personally be passing on them because I think they're average, but feel free to let me know what you think. There's also another Kobe 8 featuring the exact same design that I've just been shredding, but in a purple colorway. And we've just had some early leaked images, so you know those are the ones taken with a spud, but you get the gist. No confirmed release date, although I have read reports that these might be releasing on the same day as the Radiant Emeralds. And I'm not sure if I prefer this colorway to the green. Maybe a little bit biased towards the purple just because that is a Los Angeles Laker colorway, but I'm still not really feeling the numbers. The Air Jordan 2 Off Noir arrives in November, and this release continues on another big year for Jordan brand and the Air Jordan 2, the model that most of us were not pining for. And the model that, it has to be said, hasn't been showing out well at all in the sales departments. I mean, when was the last time you saw an Air Jordan 2 not go on sale? I don't think this colorway is going to do anything to buck that trend. The upper is crafted from this premium off noir nubuck, mauve accents. And whilst it is a pretty nice colorway, pretty elegant, I think they would probably move them a lot faster if they just shipped them directly to the outlets at 50% off. And that is it for this week's sneaker recap. Thank you guys all so much for taking the time to watch. And don't forget to go and check out my travel blogs so you can see what I was up to while I was back home in Aotearoa. And I should be looking to return to normal scheduled content production for you guys. So expect a few more videos this week upcoming, unless of course I get absolutely destroyed by the jet lag, which is completely plausible and almost inevitable, I would have thought. Take care as always, and have yourselves a good one, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.